Chicago, best shopping destinations in the USA. It is hopeless for the occasional visitor to try to keep up with Chicago. She outgrows his prophecies faster than he can make them. Although he made up his mind about the Windy City before it even reached its 50th year, Mark Twain's impression of Chicago has proven long-lasting. America's third largest city has been described in a myriad of ways throughout its lifetime. When Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla were competing for the right to use their forms of electricity to illuminate the 1893 World's Columbian Exposition, also known as the Chicago World's Fair, Chicago was known as a city of industry. When Prohibition set in, notorious mobsters like Al Capone transformed Chicagoland into their own dangerous playground. An intense immigration surges throughout the 20th century brought a host of new identities to the Windy City, including Greek, Polish, Italian, Irish and Jewish. Today, Chicago remains just as diverse, boasting a thriving arts scene, various shopping districts and a cornucopia of eateries. First-time Chi-Town visitors are sure to have their eyes to the sky for at least a day or two. Chicago's skyscrapers and public art are absolutely worth admiring. Tag along on a Chicago architecture river cruise or pass a few hours in Millennium Park and you'll find yourself spending lots of time looking upward. For a bird's-eye perspective, head to Willis Towers Skydeck Chicago or the John Hancock Center's 360 Chicago Observation Deck. After, dive headfirst into all the city has to offer, from exceptional museums to a thriving sports culture and deep dish pizza that takes delicious to whole new depths. Getting around Chicago. The best way to get around Chicago is via public transportation, specifically the L train. Operated by the Chicago Transit Authority, the L, short for Elevated Train, is cheap and easy to use. The CTA also operates an extensive bus system with routes servicing nearly every attraction, but the bus may be difficult for newcomers to navigate. There's also the Metra regional train system that makes stops throughout downtown Chicago and in neighboring cities. You can use public transit to reach the city from both nearby airports. O'Hare International Airport, ORD, sits just 18 miles northwest of downtown and can be accessed via the LS Blue Line, and Chicago Midway International Airport, MDW, is located about 11 miles southwest of downtown and can be reached using the LS Orange Line. Cabs are also available, although high starting rates and extra charges make this option a bit expensive. Parking garage and street parking fees are pricey as well, but if you decide you need a set of wheels, rental agencies can be found at both airports. Best things to do in Chicago. Chicago has all the offerings you'd expect from a major city: world-class museums, vibrant shopping districts and ample nightlife venues, just to name a few. If you're here to learn, plan to spend a fair amount of time in Grant Park. This area is home to such notable institutions as the Art Institute of Chicago and the Field Museum. For a more Windy City-centric education, start your vacation with an architecture river cruise, which can provide background on Chicago's famous skyscrapers like the Willis Tower and Tribune Tower before exploring the city's innovative roots at the Museum of Science and Industry. Just save time for some of the city's quintessential experiences like catching a game at Wrigley Field and window shopping along the Magnificent Mile. Best times to visit Chicago. The best times to visit Chicago are April through May and between September and October, when the temperatures are warm, a variety of festivals take place and crowds are manageable. Summer marks Chicago's peak tourist and festival season, with travelers from around the country hoping to take advantage of the warm weather and abundant activities. You'll find higher lodging rates during these seasons, but you'll also escape Chicago's notoriously bitter winters. Chicago experiences frigid temperatures from November to March, but if you can hack it, hotel and airfare deals are easy to find.